Do you feel the change in the air? The emotional tide of Cancer, which for the last month invited us into the depths of our memories, our needs, and our homes, is beginning to recede. It leaves behind an expectant stillness, a beach cleansed by the water, ready to receive a new kind of warmth, a new form of light. It is the silence that precedes the lighting of a great bonfire. It is the darkness of the theater before the curtain opens and the main spotlight turns on at the center of the stage. The soul's season focused on feeling safe at home is ending. The soul's season of being the courageous protagonist on the stage of life is about to begin. Tomorrow, July 22nd, the sun, our life giver, the center of our solar system and of our identity, returns to its golden throne, to its realm of maximum power. The sign of Leo. This is not just a change of sign on the astrological calendar. It is an energetic coronation. It is the moment when the most powerful force in our cosmos returns home, and in doing so, invites us to do the same. To return to the home of our heart, our passion, our creativity, and our sovereign joy. It is a call to stop hiding in the shell of security and to start radiating our unique light out to the world. Consider what follows as your preparatory guide for this grand ceremony. We will not just talk about this new season. We will perform rituals together to ensure that your inner flame, the flame of your creativity, your self-confidence, your unique joy, not only ignites, but burns with the maximum brilliance of your sovereignty. Most people will enter this new season reactively, perhaps feeling more dramatic or arrogant, without understanding the origin of this energy. Not you. You will enter it like a priest or a priestess, consciously lighting your own sacred fire, ready to use this energy with purpose and mastery. The quality of your next month, your level of creativity, of visibility, of romance, and of leadership will be determined by how you receive this energy. You can allow the bonfire to ignite uncontrollably, burning you with arrogance and the need for constant attention, or you can become the master of your own flame, using its warmth to create, to inspire, to lead, and to live more passionately. To become masters of the fire, we must first honor and bid farewell to the element that has governed us until now. Our preparation for the Leo sun begins with a conscious and grateful farewell to the deep and nourishing waters of Cancer. Before a king can assume his golden throne under the sun, he must first honor and bid farewell to the aquatic and lunar kingdom from whence he came. The wisdom of nature lies in cycles, in the graceful transition from one season to another. The last month, while the sun traveled through the sign of Cancer, was a deep dive, an invitation to our inner sanctuary. To light the fire of Leo with power and consciousness, we must first emerge from the waters of Cancer with gratitude, bringing with us the pearls of wisdom we found in the depths. The realm of Cancer is the realm of the Great Mother, of the moon, of our emotions, of our roots, and of our past. For the last 4 weeks, the universe has invited us to return home, not just to our physical house, but to our inner home, to the place where our soul feels safe and nurtured. It was a period of introspection, of feeling, of connecting with what is most intimate and familiar to us. Reflect for a moment. Did you not feel more sensitive than usual? Did emotions, both yours and those of others, seem more intense, closer to the skin, harder to ignore? This was the gift of Cancer, attuning your emotional body, forcing us to feel instead of just think. It was a call to honor our vulnerability, not as a weakness, but as a portal to true connection. Did memories of childhood, of past relationships, of old versions of yourself come to the surface? Dreams that seemed to carry the weight of generations. This was Cancer's call for you to look at your roots, to honor where you came from, to understand the emotional foundations upon which you are building your life. It was an opportunity to heal the past so as not to repeat it in the future. And did you not feel a greater need to withdraw, to stay home, to surround yourself with comfort, to be with your family or your closest clan, those few people with whom you can be truly yourself? This was the protective instinct of Cancer, teaching you to create a safe harbor, a shell to protect your soul while it processed deep emotions. The waters of Cancer brought us immense gifts: the gift of intuition, of learning to trust the whispers of our heart instead of the noise of the mind, the gift of empathy, of connecting more deeply with the feelings of those we love, strengthening our most sacred bonds, and the gift of healing by giving us permission to revisit and cleanse old emotional wounds and family patterns that we carried unconsciously. But, like every element, these waters also have their shadows, the risk of drowning in the melancholy of the past, of becoming stuck in a nostalgia that prevents us from living in the present, the tendency to become overly protective and attached, building walls around the heart instead of healthy boundaries. And the greatest danger of Cancer season: getting stuck in the comfort zone, so afraid of leaving the safety of the shell that we refuse to face the world and shine. Cancer energy, in its excess, can make us passive, reactive, and governed by our fluctuating moods. And that is why the farewell is so crucial. The preparatory ritual for Leo season begins with an act of gratitude and conscious release. Breathe deeply. Give thanks for this Cancer cycle. Give thanks for the sensitivity it brought you. Give thanks for the healing it allowed. Give thanks for the connection to your roots. And then, with your next exhale, visualize yourself gently stepping out of the water. Feel your feet on firm ground. Feel the first warmth of a sun beginning to rise on the horizon upon your skin. You are not abandoning the ocean of your emotions. You are carrying it within you. But now, you walk on the earth, ready for the fire. You have honored the past. You have integrated the lessons of your emotional world. Now, and only now, are you ready to understand the nature of the fire that is about to be lit. You are ready to know the mechanics and the majesty of the sun in its own kingdom. To understand the magnitude of the energy arriving tomorrow, we need to become, for a moment, astronomers of the soul. We need to look to the center of our solar system and to the heart of the zodiac. We need to decode the sacred alliance between the sun and its golden kingdom, the sign of Leo, for it is in this union that the magic of the next season is revealed. First, let us honor the sun. The sun is not just one planet among others in our birth chart. It is the center. It is the life giver, the source of all light, all warmth, and all vitality. Astrologically, it represents the core of our identity, our conscious self, our life force, our life's purpose, and the way we radiate our unique energy out to the world. It is the sun that gives us the will to live, to create, to be ourselves. The sign where the sun is in our birth chart defines the essence of our hero's journey, the energy we are learning to embody in its purest and noblest form throughout our lives. A healthy and well-expressed sun in a person manifests as confidence, vitality, generosity, human warmth, and a strong, unshakable sense of purpose. Throughout the year, the sun travels through all 12 signs of the zodiac, and each month it invites us to focus our consciousness on a different area of life. It teaches us lessons in 12 different languages, but there is one place, a single kingdom, in the entire zodiac, where the sun is not a visitor learning a new language, where it does not need to adapt, where it is the king, where it is at home. And this kingdom is Leo. Leo is the only sign of the zodiac ruled by the sun itself. If Cancer, the sign we are leaving, is the realm of the moon and the stomach, representing our emotions, our needs, and our nourishment, Leo is the realm of the sun and the heart, representing our passion, our creative expression, and our joy. Leo is the sacred stage of our self-expression, the place in our psyche that longs to be seen, recognized, and celebrated. The energy of Leo is that of pure creativity, of a contagious joy for life, of generosity that overflows without expecting anything in return, of leadership that inspires through passion, and of nobility of spirit. Leo teaches us the most important lesson of all, that each of us is the sovereign of our own life, the protagonist of our own story. It invites us to find that which makes us unique, that divine spark that only we possess, and to express it to the world not with arrogance, but with the radiant confidence of one who knows their own worth and delights in sharing it. But every kingdom has its shadow. The shadow of Leo is the excessive need for applause, the pride that turns into arrogance, the drama that seeks attention at any cost, and the paralyzing fear of not being seen or recognized, which can lead to inauthentic performance. What happens tomorrow, July 22nd, is the most natural and powerful astrological event. The king returns to his throne. The sun enters Leo. The energy stops being filtered through the emotional waters of Cancer and begins to shine in its purest, most direct, and potent essence. It is here that our metaphor becomes real, the sovereign flame of our heart, of our creativity, which during Cancer season burned like a small protective candle to illuminate only our inner sanctuary, now receives the permission and the fuel from the cosmos to become a bonfire. The sun in Leo is the lighting of this flame. It is an influx of confidence, of passion, of creative energy, and of the will to live that pushes us to come out of our shell and occupy our rightful place at the center of our life stage. This is the gift of Leo season, which begins tomorrow, an entire month to reconnect with your joy, to lead from the heart, to play, to create, to love, and to radiate your most authentic light. But a powerful bonfire needs to be lit with intention and respect, so it does not become an uncontrolled blaze of ego and drama. The question, therefore, is not if your flame will ignite, but how you will receive it. How do you prepare your heart to become the temple for this sacred bonfire? For that, there are preparatory rituals. The preparation to receive an energy as powerful and radiant as that of the sun in Leo is an act of consecration. We cannot enter the throne room in just any way with the heavy, damp garments of the season that has passed. We need to purify ourselves, align ourselves, and declare our intention to shine. What follows are 3 rituals to be practiced today. The 21st, on the eve of the sun's grand entrance into its kingdom, to ensure that your sovereign flame ignites in the purest, most authentic, and potent way possible. The first ritual is an act of clarity and of retrieval. To feed a bonfire, you need to know what fuel to use. Often in our lives, we try to light our passion with the fuel of others' expectations, of society's shoulds, or of old dreams that no longer warm our soul. This ritual is for creating your personal and authentic fuel inventory. I call it the Heart's Inventory Ritual. Take your journal. Find a place where you feel inspired, where the sunlight can touch you if possible. Breathe deeply, place a hand over your heart, the physical and energetic center of Leo's kingdom, and connect with it. Feel its beat. Now, create a list with the title, The Fuel of My Soul. Without judgment, without censorship, with the curiosity of a child, begin to list everything that genuinely ignites your passion, your joy, your feeling of being alive, not what you think should make you happy, but what actually does. Be radically honest. It could be anything from listening to my favorite music at full volume, to solving a complex problem at work or watching the sunset from my window. It could be dancing alone in the living room, playing with my pet, having a deep conversation with a friend. Be specific. Embrace both the simple pleasures and the grand passions. This list is your personal treasure map. It is your guide for the next month. When you feel dim, unmotivated, or tempted to act from the ego, this will no longer be a list of hobbies. It will be your first aid kit for reigniting your sovereign flame. It is your declaration of independence from secondhand joy. The second ritual anchors this intention in the physical world. Leo energy is expressive, visible, and needs a stage to manifest. Let's then build a small, sacred stage for your flame. It is the altar of creativity ritual. Choose a small space in your home that can become your altar of creativity for the next 4 weeks. It could be the corner of a table, a shelf, a windowsill. Physically cleanse this space, removing all dust and clutter. Now consecrate it. Place objects on it that, for you, represent your sovereign flame and your joy. A golden or orange candle, a photo of yourself from a moment of pure happiness and radiant confidence. An object that represents a creative project you are proud of. A crystal like citrine or tiger's eye, an image of the sun, a sunflower, anything that, when you look at it, reminds you of your own brilliance, your power to create, and your ability to radiate. This altar is not for worship. It is a mirror. It is a physical and constant reminder of your creative power, your sovereignty, and your ability to generate light. It is a focal point for the radiant energy you are inviting into your life. The third and final ritual is the lighting ceremony itself. It is the first ray meditation, to be done tomorrow morning, the 22nd, at the exact moment the sun enters Leo. When the portal opens, when you wake up, before you pick up your phone, before you connect with the world, sit for 5 minutes. If you can, face a window where the morning light can touch you. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and visualize the first ray of the Leo season sun traveling through the cosmos, a spear of liquid golden light, warm and vibrant. See this ray entering through the crown of your head and descending directly into the center of your chest, to your heart chakra. Visualize this light touching the pilot light that is always burning inside you, the divine spark that has been burning gently and protectively. And, at the moment of contact, see this flame explode. See it transform into a magnificent, golden, and powerful bonfire, filling your entire chest with warmth, with confidence, with courage, and with a radiant, overflowing joy. Feel this warmth spreading throughout your entire body. Remain in this sensation for as long as you wish. With your heart inventoried, your altar consecrated, and your flame lit, your preparation is complete. You are no longer waiting for Leo's season to arrive. You have invited it. You have co-created it. You are no longer a spectator in the theater of life. You are the protagonist, conscious of your power, ready to step onto the stage and radiate your light. And that is the true transformation this portal offers. And that is the great gift of Leo's season. The transformation from a being who protects themselves to a being who radiates. The passage from the energy of the moon in Cancer, which taught us to honor our vulnerability in our inner sanctuary, to the energy of the sun in Leo, which now invites us to transform that same vulnerability into courage and to show it on the world's stage. The flame you have lit with these rituals is not meant to be hidden under a cloak of modesty or fear. It is meant to be seen. It is meant to warm, to inspire, and to celebrate your unique and glorious existence. The next month is an invitation from the cosmos for you to take up more space, for your laughter to be louder, your creativity bolder, and your heart more open and generous. Always remember, the sun does not ask for permission to shine. It simply shines. And as a son or daughter of the sun, that is also your innate right. Your joy, your passion, your self-expression are not a luxury. They are your essence, your contribution to the world. Many will go through this season desperately seeking external validation, the applause of the crowd. But you, by doing this preparatory work, by consciously lighting your own flame, have learned Leo's most important lesson. The true source of warmth and light comes from within. If you are ready to honor your light and shine with authenticity, seal this intention in your heart and in your energy field by liking this video, and to declare to the universe and to yourself that you accept this call to sovereignty. Go to the comments section and affirm with the power of your heart, "My flame ignites." Feel the truth and joy in this declaration. Read the affirmations of other souls who are also allowing themselves to shine, and feel the strength of our collective bonfire. And share this transmission with everyone you know who needs to be reminded of their own brilliance. Finally, subscribe, because lighting the flame is the first step. The next is to use it to create. In a few days, we will have the new moon in the heart of Leo. It will be the first and most potent opportunity to use your newly lit flame to plant a seed of pure sovereignty, a project, a romance, or a new chapter of your life that will be born directly from your passion. On our next journey, we will talk about how to use the power of that new moon. You won't want to miss it. Until then, shine.